Welcome back! It's time for another convection event. Connection event! Grimcat in peril. Judith left to go get some info as Grimcat. She said she'd be back at... Convection event? She said she'd be back at the festival in no time, but something's giving me a bad feeling. I should probably be ready. Just in case. What you up to, Judith? I'm hoping it's something to do with Nina, to be honest. Leaving the festival, with a rather detailed excuse, Judith headed out to do some Grimcat fieldwork. Like, as Grimcat, noticing something going on with Judith. I'm all over the place now. With Nina. Because that'd be like, ooh. Because that would be a reason to hold on to this one going forward. Anyway. However, shortly after her departure, Van received a desperate call. What the heck was so urgent that she needed me to come all the way out here? Hey, Van, this way. What the hell are you doing? I thought you were done with work. Why are you still in your Grimcat getup? Seriously, I won't be surprised if there were rumors about some masked perv in the area already. If I could change, I would. It's just... oh. I can't transform back! What? Just fans' reactions like, really? This is what we have to deal with? Okay. During the festival, Judith managed to get a lead on a cadre? Am I right on that? Someone let me know. Of pickup artists that had been causing no end of grief to young women. Not wanting to miss her opportunity, she managed to steal a critical piece of evidence and deliver it to the police. However, upon finishing her work, she came to realize that the Grimcat transformation could only be partially undone. Partially? What's the partially aspect? Well, at least we were able to get you a bathrobe to cover up a little, but it's kind of just made you look like an even bigger perv. I imagine it's her hair, considering the glasses and everything. No, it doesn't. But thanks for helping out, I guess. Now I can finally relax a little. I just wish I knew how to change it back. Man, this is gonna be a real pain. Patrol cars have been keeping a pretty sharp eye on the area recently. So just having some creep like you in the car is a big risk. Well, excuse me for existing. Please, Van, you've got to help me out here. We talked about this before, remember? We both turn into some strange-looking creatures, so we should have each of us back. Well, that's fair. Well, I don't think my transformation is quite on par with yours, but don't worry. I'm not about to leave you high and dry. Just so you're aware, though, I'm not exactly the premier scholar on your whole magic changey thing. Yeah, if only there was someone else who had been Grimcat before we could ask. Oh well. Unless you're willing to fill me in on some of the details, I doubt I'll be much of help. You have a point. But don't you know there are secrets a thief should never reveal? I'm assuming it's nothing like what happened with Mare and me. Doesn't really seem like Aaron's whole tyrant situation either. So if it's not a hollow and it's not some spirit reincarnation thing, it's probably some kind of family heirloom deal, is that right? So a device is broken? I mean, it was that sort of thing, like, was it genetic? Or was it, you know, an heirloom? An artifact, maybe. Although if it was an artifact, you'd think the church would be like, what's going on here then? You know, I can't tell whether you're a genius or just a real pain in the neck. Well, it's just a process of elimination, really. Whatever, no sense hiding it if you already figured it out. Huh. So that's it, huh? Yes, this compact is what triggers my transformation. Grammy gave it to me when she thought I was ready to take on the responsibility. So how did she transform previously? Like, 'cause remember, they were transformed at the same time at one point. Can you just remake it? Like, what, huh? She told me all about our family's duty as Grimcat back then. As long as this thing remains in our possession, Grimcat will always be there to save the day. Okay, so... do you know how it actually works? I mean, it's a compact, so it's like, imagine, in my head it's like, it's gotta be something orbital, right? So like, that device is what helps you transform. Maybe it's just bugged out or something? Hold on. You've been using this thing for how long and you don't even know how it works? Well, why would I need to? Because you transform! It's kind of important, you know? It's been fine up until now. Stuff like this has never happened to Mum or Grammy. Fine, I guess we'll just have to ask someone else for help. Our best bet might just be Grammy then. Oh no, I'm gonna get chewed out for this, aren't I? Sounds like you better get ready for a butt whooping. Oh, get real. Well, actually, she just might. Damn it, guess I should give her a call. Why didn't you start with her? Like, you know, well, again, these connection events seem to be about the trust in Van kind of thing. Mostly. So the two agreed to talk with Judith's grandmother. However, due to an inability to get in contact, they decided to meet her where she was most likely to be. Just look at her. Got a hat on now. What's the hat say? Can't tell. Looks like a new hat, maybe. Oh, good grief. She wasn't in her hotel room either. And I told you to pull off the highway because I thought she'd be here. You could tell the front desk staff thought we were fishy too. I mean, yeah, look at her. Man, this is turning into way more of a mess than I thought it'd be. At least your grandma stands out in a crowd. Must be someone around here who knows where she went. If it isn't Van, what are you doing over here? Isn't that... crap of all people? There's Nina. It's not exactly how I wanted Nina to be part of this, but, you know. Oh, hey. I thought you two were still enjoying the festival. Mr. Gotti forgot his notebook in the hotel room, so we came back to pick it up. All those passionate youths. It was filling me to the brim with inspiration. Anyway, what are you doing at a hotel in the middle of the day? Having a secret rendezvous? Actually, why is that lady of yours wearing a mask? And that brightly colored hair? Why does it look so familiar? Shit. You really shouldn't pry into their private affairs, Mr. Gotti. She might just be one of Van's clients. Oh, the glasses are covering up. That's what's going on with that. I thought the glasses were part of the design from the side, but it's like, oh. Right, still can't tell what it says, though. Might be in French. Je n'ai pas un français? That's right. I'm afraid my position prevents me from revealing my true identity, so... And unseemly as it is, I had to disguise myself like this before requesting help. Yeah, unfortunately, she's... really got no clue how the world works. Poor thing didn't realize she'd stand out so much, dressing like that. Hey, watch your mouth, Bob. I see. Well, that's Van for you. You sure do take all kinds under your wing, huh? But my, young lady. Looks like you've got a pretty nice figure under that bathrobe. Oh, for God's sake, Gotti. In fact, you're probably about the same size as Judith. What would you say to being in my next... And there he goes again. We'd actually better get going, Mr. Gotti. Talk to you later, Van. Before I forget, you two haven't seen Dominique around lately, have you? I had a few things I wanted to run by her. Miss Lanster? Maybe you could try the Trion Mall? With all those people that could stare at, like, everything going on? Be like, is she wearing a mask? Like, what's going on? I think I overheard something about her having a meeting there today. Really? I mean, is that so? Thanks, Nina. See you two back at the festival. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Right. You know me in spotting out little details. Look at the handles on the door. Why is the one on the right missing a bit on the bottom? It's like it's missing the cap that hides the bolts and stuff underneath that hold the handle in place. It's more likely, because I don't think they design it like a real door kind of thing. They wouldn't have like a fascia or anything like that. It's probably more likely it's just either part of it hasn't loaded in. Well, no, because there's still something there. It's like, it's just wrong. It's just the wrong color, isn't it? Very weird. You know, the handle on the right. You know what I'm talking about, the bit at the bottom that's holding it on. Anyway, phew. I got out of that one by the skin of my teeth. At least we got a lead there. Yeah, thank the goddess for Nina. Anyway, let's head on over to Treon Mall. Good. Make sure you keep at it, and don't forget to do an acoustics check. Understood. You here? Oh, grab me. Uh-oh. I'm so glad we found— oh crap, nobody look at me. Good goddess. What in the hell were you thinking? Look, I'm sorry, Grammy, really? Doesn't it sound like there's a problem with the device itself? You can fix it, right? I mean, surely Judith can't be stuck like this forever. Just don't even joke about that! There's no way that'd happen. Right, Grammy? Well, we're certainly not gonna get anywhere with you throwing a fit about it. Hand it over and I'll have it fixed in a jiffy. After a brief assessment, Dominique took to skillfully repairing the compact with a few precision tools she had on her person. And in only a matter of moments, the issue was resolved. Revert. What happened to your clothes, though? Like, normally you go back to your normal clothes. So where did they go? We did it! I'm normal again! Told you it'd all work out. You've really got to start learning how to handle these things yourself, Judith. Anyway, I've optimized the compact for you. There shouldn't be any issues for a while. Thanks, Grim. Which leads me to ask, when was the last time you did any maintenance on the thing? I told you to always make sure it stays in working condition. You should be checking it on every day. Honestly, Judith, the compact's a tool, not a toy. You should be treating it with respect it deserves. She's this old and I still have to give her a butt whipping. Anything but that. Listen, I know I screwed up. I'll do better. Hard to believe the trigger for your transformation is just some little orbital device. Guessing it's the same one the first grimcat used? That's right. I inherited it myself over 50 years ago. For more than half a century, it's been in our family's great honor to not only safeguard the secret of Grimcat, but to use its power for good. So it's just a simple orbital device. So again, is there something inherent to the bloodline, genetics kind of thing? And it's just sort of interacting with that? Because that could lead to implications with the idea of like how the Genesis device works. Like I'm thinking like what Falcom are trying to put in our heads here, these ideas kind of thing. Is that maybe that's how that works? Like there's some relation to Anya's like we've brought up before. It's like, Because we've seen other people use it, we've seen Anya's be around, we've seen when she's not been around. But that was to do with Van, and maybe there's some connection to Van as well. There's possibility, or maybe it's Mare's presence did it in that time. Again, we got to think about these things. Anyway, never had someone so reckless about the job as this one, though. Hey, I try to be careful. Just had a run of bad luck, is all. Well, I'll admit that gung-ho attitude of yours is probably what led to you taking down so many evildoers. You got Chloe and I beat there, at least. But I imagine it's also what led you to attacking Mr. Arkwright in Tharbad. Isn't that right? How did you know about that? Now that I think about it, Anya's did say something about her Genesis reacting that night. Compact to theirs. I have a feeling it's all connected somehow. This is what I was just saying, Van. So it's like, yeah, there's something similar here. Something similar, and it's like, for instance, could Van take the compact and become Grimcat? I'm thinking no, right? Because it has to be something to do with the Lansters. It just has that feeling to it. It's like, I'd be interested to know if someone else has taken it, has transformed. Where did it come from? Because if it's just a simple orbital device, it would imply that it's reacting to something, you know, like bloodline, genetics. Because we've seen that kind of thing before over in Erebonia. Let's not like be like, oh no, that won't be a thing in this series. It's been in the series before. The Arnor bloodline. It's been a thing. So it's entirely possible that's still an aspect that we need to keep an eye on. And again, me bringing that up and then Van saying it, which means Falcom really want us to think about this aspect, which is weird they hit it in a connection event. But they do that, don't they? They do that. They do that. Anyway, sounds like this thing came into play right around the Orbital Revolution too. Might be something to consider in the future. Yeah. This is one we're going to carry forward, by the way, because of that aspect. Because I feel that's significant to everything else because of If Van hadn't said anything, I wouldn't carry it forward, but he did, so. Anyway, I really appreciate all your help today, Van. You have my thanks as well. I'm sorry my granddaughter keeps causing you so much trouble. Certainly never planned on anyone else learning about our heirloom here, but I think the secret's safe in your hands. I mean, all I did was drive her around some, but I'm glad I could help. And don't worry about me spilling your secret. My lips are sealed. That's what I like to hear. But I suppose I'd better be off. Keep an eye on this one for me, Spriggan. Cramming? Sheesh. Really starting to feel like one of the family. Well, it's not all that surprising. You've really done a lot for us. Whether I'm Judith the actress or Grimcat the phantom thief, I'm grateful if you're always there to lend a hand. Well, that actually sounded pretty sincere. Sure you didn't catch a cold or something? Of course I didn't. Again, where's your clothes? Look, I get that it's a little unusual coming from me, but never really had the chance to thank you for everything. Aww. Especially because you've given me the perfect chance to fulfill my duty as Grimcat. Seriously, thank you. Well, you're welcome. I'm sure you still have plenty of adventures to come, but I'll be right here to back you up when you need it. Yeah, us moonlighting do-gooders gotta stick together, right? Excited to see what the future holds. Guess we ought to get... Grammy? I realized I forgot something. I can't just let you off the hook for your negligence after all. I think a few wallops will set you on the right track, don't you think? In fact, maybe I'll even call up Chloe to get a few hits in. Cut me some slack, Grammy. Hey, didn't you just say something about backing me up, Van? Sorry, but you're on your own with this one. Here's hoping it's a valuable learning experience. How could you leave me like this, you cold-hearted brute? I assume nothing actually happened. And with that, Van left Judith to deal with Dominique's disciplining. Probably just an earful, you know. She caught up with him eventually, albeit looking a little worse for wear.
You know, it just hit me that we have a lot in common. Wait, don't take that the wrong way. I just mean it's uncanny that we both have these secret sides to ourselves. We're like confidants or something.
You would say confidants, right? You know, it's just a little like nod towards persona, because there is an element to that, isn't there? Although I suppose it's more the Phantom Thief aspect. Yeah. But yeah, we'll carry that one forward, because I feel that one's important due to like potential connections to the Genesis devices. It just feels so important that we hold on to that one. So far, again, it's like we got 3 connection points left. Maybe we'll get more later. I don't know, but you know, we're just keeping an eye on it. But we will take our NIS's forward if that one's not better, that one's not better, that one's not better, that one's not better. Apparently people say that one's the best one. So we'll see. I mean, so far Katris is the one I really like. And obviously we've got Shizuna's and Yume's. So it's like, yeah, we got 3 left. It's a question of like, which ones do we want to take forward? Just don't know. Right, so I'm going to make a save. And we'll go on to Swin and Nadia in the next part. Ta-da for now!